Here we are on the Australian outback, searching for the newly discovered species, Hansen soda. Everyone's trying to get their mitts on this one. Oh! Crikey, I think I see one over here! You gotta crouch like a tiger, be really sneaky. Oi! I got me one right here! All right, you're gonna have to get your own.
Hansen soda, now available in Australia. Here we are today on Big Cat Diary, brought to you in part by Hansen soda. Boy, do we have a day for you. Now here I am, Simon King, in my Jeep, out in the outback. There's a bunch of wildebeest in the background. I hope you're ready for some excitement. We're gonna have my girl Margaret on the radio. We'll also pop in with a few other of our friends, a few of our chums, a few of our pals, a few of our amigos, as we say, down under. I hope you're ready to see some exciting cats. Let's see what's out there today. Oi! I think I see our first spotted leopard. Judging by the spots on its back, it's approximately 7 weeks old, and I think she's out looking for her young. Now let me get on the headset to Margaret. Margaret, are you out there?
Simon, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
You're coming in loud and clear. Do you have eyesight on the little she-leopard, Sonia?
Now, Sonia, she's a rare breed, says Jonathan Scott. He believes that, well, leopards...
I think what you're trying to say, Margaret, is that leopards are very cat-like. As you see them walk across the territory, they are all over the place. Now, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, Margaret, but if you look very closely, there is her young.
Now, leopards really love to suck the blood out of antelope.
They certainly do. That is a very astute observation. If I was a leopard, I'd be sucking a lot of blood myself.
Look at the dingo there in the corner.
By golly, that is a dingo. An Australian wild dog. And he has a little fluff on the end of his tail. Looks like a Christmas present.
I do love the dingoes.
And I love Christmas. Now, let's see what's going on somewhere else. Heading out to the plains to find some cats. Oh, now here we are coming up on the Pride. There's one of the mother lionesses. Probably calling out for her young right now. She has a little dirty chin. Might need to wipe that off with a nappy. Now what you're seeing here is a mother having some dinner. Similar to what the humans call sitting down for a meal. Now she's dragging her young, she's dragging her food to her young. Her young are what humans call kids. Now if you hear her, she's saying, "Meow, come get some food, meow, meow." That's lion talk. Now, let me see if I can get Margaret here on the radio. Margaret, are you seeing this?
Alistair, I am seeing this, and this is my favourite cat. Do you know that this is Bobette? This is the cat that we tagged about 2 years ago. She's so strong. Can't you see her lifting that huge antelope to her young?
Oi, it is Bobette. I didn't recognize her, but now you can see by the markings underneath her left nostril, right ear, left foot, and her tail.
Exactly, and those are the markings that we determine her from her sister, Georgette.
Yes, I've been wondering about Georgette, been thinking about her a lot lately. You can see her kind of dodging around there and using her really strong jaws to just tear that meat off the bones, just like me and you on a delicious Thanksgiving dinner. What'd you have for Thanksgiving dinner, Margaret?
Oh, I love Thanksgiving. I love me a good turkey. What did you have?
Well, funny you should ask. I had some delicious wildebeest. I was out on the trail and didn't have time to go home for the family, but I found a wildebeest kill from Babette and Georgette, and they saved me some of the choicest parts.
You know, side of kangaroo really does a body good.
Oh, it certainly does. It certainly does. Let's check in with Tommy down on the waterfront.
Tommy, how do you feel down there?
Well, the water's coming in at approximately 3 clips. That's 3 kilometers, and it looks like the animals are beginning to move, so it might be heading south for the winter, maybe heading north for the summer. We can't really tell yet.
Look at the zebra and their young. They really just herd in packs, don't they?
They certainly do. That's what the saying is. A herd of lions and a pack of zebras. You know what I mean?
I do, and look at the current. It seems to be fading a bit.
I believe the current's shifting. Oh, probably because Allie the alligator showed up and he's blocking the stream, kind of like a alligator dam.
Look at him. He's 15 feet long and full of rage.
Just like my Aunt Mildred.
And the wildebeest, they do love to cross the river, but it just so happens that Allie the alligator is waiting for this cross.
He certainly is.
But you know, they do have to cross, or they'll be missing some good grains on the other side.
Certainly. I had a delicious 9-grain bread today on my sandwich. What'd you have?
Well, delicious sandwich and salad.
Sorry, I think you were cutting out there. Oh, I think I lost her, but...
I'm back, and let me tell you, Allie the alligator is really making his way towards those zebras.
Like the Titanic coming in at full speed, heading towards the icebergs, only the icebergs are zebras.
Definitely.
I think Allie might be going without a meal today.
It's interesting when you say that, because those alligators don't last long without some meat in their stomach.
Don't we all not last long without that? As us. Wouldn't you say, Margaret?
Dear Alistair, I would say, let's go grab a bite.
Margaret, I gotta say, you are a great photographer, great in the field, and you are one heck of a friend. Now let's go to a short commercial break. Usually she's with the rest of her pack. Now I wonder where they are. Leopards are funny creatures. You'll know that they never travel alone and they never travel at night. The opposite of bats. Right, Margaret? Are you coming in at all?
I'm right here, and let me tell you, I do love leopards. You see, she's ducking now in the grass, looking for a little cricket to pounce on maybe, or something to get her heart racing.
I think my heart's racing just thinking about it, Margaret.
You know, I have to comment on your mustache. It looks terrific. You trim it up lately.
Funny you should mention that, Margaret. I've been trimming it all day long, actually.
Oh man, that Outback just really gets my heart racing.
Join the club. Well, you're already on the club, but thanks for joining the club.
You know, it is hard to be on this radio, but up here I've got this great view of all of the Outback.
Ah, I do love the Outback. I love the sights, the smells. Oh, I think Scott farted, actually. Excuse you, Scott. But sorry about that. Let's get back to business. Now, it looks like Toto's down for a little afternoon nap.
Yes, you see, these big dogs are allowed to take a little load off because, you know, their jaws can actually crunch bones. These are the most crazy jaws of any other creatures.
Speaking of taking a load off, I think it's almost time for our show to come to an end. Margaret, do you have any last words for our viewers?
Yes, I want you to tell you to just respect the Outback because it respects you.
Oh, Margaret, those words warm my heart. And to all our viewers, hope you catch us next week on Big Cat Diary. We'll be traveling on a wildlife safari.
Oh, I do love safaris.
You love everything, Margaret, and I love you. Well, time for us to go, so long, Babette, Sophia, and the rest of the gang, and we'll catch you next week or online at discoveryadventures.com/TV.